Okay, first thing you want to be doing is organising yourself the night before your exam. Pack your school bag the night before, check all your stationaries in there, because the last thing you want to be doing is fumbling around looking for your calculator on the morning of your exam when you're already stressed out. Go to sleep early. I can't stress this enough. You can't be going into your exam sleep deprived. Set multiple alarms if you struggle to wake up like me, and wake up a little bit earlier than you normally do. Obviously not too early, because again you don't want to be sleep deprived, but early enough so you have a bit of extra time to get ready. That minimises the risk of you being late. Set yourself up for success in the morning of your exam as well. Try doing a few minutes of light exercise, because it can release endorphins, which helps to combat feelings of stress. Endorphins is a feel-good chemical in your brain, a feel-good neurotransmitter. Have a healthy and filling breakfast as well. You don't want to be skipping breakfast, and you don't want to be having too much of a light breakfast that isn't going to keep you going. Make sure it fills you up, but not so much that you feel bloated and need the toilet and stuff. Just a good breakfast. You need to have a balance. Hydrate yourself as well, but again not so much that you need to be using the toilet a billion times during your exam, but enough so you are hydrated before your exam, because your brain needs the water. Leave the house nice and early as well, so again you minimize the risk of yourself being late for your exam. And before you enter the exam hall, do light revision. Don't do anything extensive. Don't be one of those students that sits there getting their entire folder and all of their notes out and just stressing over those notes, revising and revising. Do all the revision beforehand. You have 2 weeks until your exams. Do your revision now. Before the exam, you need to be calming yourself down and clearing your head. A lot of my friends would be sitting there stressing over their notes and saying to me, "Oh Maliha, why aren't you revising?" I wasn't revising because I didn't want to stress myself out. You want to calm yourself down before your exam, not stress yourself out. Third piece of advice is make sure you're comfortable in the exam hall. So if you're not in uniform, for example, if you're in a college and you're doing your A levels, then you might not be in uniform. So what I'd recommend you do is bring an extra removable layer like a cardigan, so that if you're feeling too cold, obviously you'll have the cardigan on. If you're feeling hot, you can take the cardigan off. And if you're in uniform, then I'm assuming you have a blazer. Use the toilet beforehand. I feel like that's a no-brainer, but in the stress of everything you might end up forgetting to do this. Make sure you go to the toilet beforehand so you don't end up needing it during your exam. Fourth piece of advice is learn deep breathing techniques so you can calm yourself down if you feel yourself starting to panic during the exam or beforehand. Let your breath flow down into your belly. You know, like most people breathe in their chest, breathe through your belly as far as you're comfortable. Try not to force it. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in gently and regularly and let it flow out naturally. And you'd want to breathe out longer than you breathe in. That helps to calm your heart rate down a lot faster. That's my practical advice. And before we get on to my bonus advice, I just want to quickly say that if you're really stressed out about your exams, you can actually have a free lesson with an experienced tutor on LessonWise, where they can go through last minute revision tips, help you with any weak topics that you're struggling with, and increase your exam confidence overall, all for free. And I'm one of the tutors on there as well, so you could potentially get matched with me. All you have to do to access that is just go to the description, click on the link that I left in there. It'll take you to a page where you just have to fill out a really quick form. It takes 30 seconds so that they can match you with a tutor and get you started. And if you want to continue on with more lessons in the future with them, you could have paid one-to-one sessions or group sessions, which are cheaper, and you wouldn't regret it because they really care about their students and they know their stuff. Okay, my bonus advice: purpose equals destination. So you need to have a clear purpose as to why you're wanting to get these grades so that you can actually get to those grades. First of all, have a positive driving force, not a negative one. What I mean by that is a lot of students, they have this negative driving force that is driving them to get good grades. For example, they don't want to be seen as like a failure within their family. They don't want to make their parents mad. They don't want to get the worst grades out of their friendship group. Those are all negative driving forces because you're avoiding something. You want to be working towards something. That's why you end up with positive emotions like motivation and excitement even. For example, a positive driving force could be, oh, I want to get such and such grades so I can get onto this course in college, so I can go on to do this dream degree of mine in my dream university or degree apprenticeship or an apprenticeship, whatever it may be. And even if you don't have an idea of what you want to be doing in the future, just think to yourself that you want to get the best possible grades you can, so that when you go, when you do decide what you want to be doing, you have more opportunities available to you because you have good grades. And lastly, you have 2 weeks. You have to prepare yourself now. You have to lock in now. One of the simplest ways to avoid exam stress is to make yourself as prepared as possible and to give yourself no reason to be stressed out in the first place. Prepare yourself now and then give yourself no reason to worry later on. All my advice I have to offer. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments or you can email me. My email is in my channel bio. Good luck with your exams. You got this, and yeah. Bye guys.